Okay, so my friend Mark gave me this old control panel from a 77 he used to own. This one frankly looks almost identical to mine, and it is of course old and used, but I think remove this first. I think I can clean this plastic. It's really pitted here on the outside. It doesn't matter. This part looks almost new, really, compared to mine. So I think these, at least this part, is identical. Now the problem with this one is this bottom part, which is this one is mine, and it already this one seems to have part missing here. Well, this one is totally broken off. So I am going to go visit Corvette Generation one of these days and see if he can sell me one of these panels that is in good condition. However, out of this one, I can get this part that mine is not missing. It's just broken. This clip here is supposed to look like this one. So this one, as you can see, is broken. And this one here seems to be in perfect condition. So I can certainly use this part. So that is good. The rest of the stuff seems to be pretty much identical. The only difference really, and it means nothing, is this clip for the levers. This one is flat here. This one has these little wings sticking up, which I think make removal a little easier. But once you get this on, I mean, you'll never take it off again. So that is the only real difference so far that I can see. Other than that, well, this part here is, this one is, as you can see, it's kind of like a brown, uh, medium brown. This one is black. The screws are different. Again, not a big deal in my opinion. Switch, I think, is identical. No, it is not. Or maybe it is. Yes, it is. So this is the way it should be. So this fan switch here, as you can see, they are identical. So a lot of similarities. I really do not know. The only difference, which means nothing, that I've noticed is this is supposed to be out of a 77. I think someone used a newer one because, as far as I can tell from looking at new ones, replacement parts, the 77s through 79 have like two dots in here instead of this fan symbol. Again, if that's the only difference, well, I don't know. Unless you're concerned about NCRS stuff, I wouldn't worry. The other cool thing about this one, these levers, the ends here are in much better condition. So, and again, this thing is really, really nice. So I'm gonna carefully clean it to preserve the paint, and be retiring this one. So other than that, I don't know what the difference is. The base appears to be identical. And again, it's a shame that this one was also broken. I think there is a screw that holds this in place. Of course, I cannot see any threads in there, so maybe I'm just wrong about that. But anyway, we'll find out. I don't have the cable, replacement cable yet, so So this thing, I don't know if you can tell, it is pretty dull. It's pretty rough. And cleaning here a little bit with pretty good results. And of course, my product of choice is a Mother's mag and aluminum polish. And I'm telling you, this stuff works for a lot of things, not just aluminum. So you can try it at your own risk, of course, but for me, this thing, it really does an amazing job at cleaning a lot of plastic stuff. I mean, this is really smooth now. And of course, I'm going to polish it some more, but when you look at this, and it looks so dull and dark, and then you do this, the difference is just amazing. Okay, so I used a little bit of this scratch X2O, and it's a very fine polish. It's really intended for paint, of course, but I think it works just fine for this project. Yeah, much better. It protects the lettering and all that. So this is beautiful. So again, this is going to work really, really well. I'm glad I did that. I'm telling you, the camera that probably doesn't do it justice. So I'm really happy with this little project here. Among the many things I've discovered by messing around with these things is that this base plate here, even though for all intents and purposes is identical, it is, except for this portion here where the levers attach. So this one is a different style, which requires these metal levers to be used instead of the traditional, I should say, plastic levers, which do not give you enough clearance once you attach the little vacuum valve up here. It won't work properly. So something to keep in mind if you're going to be using different parts. Some of these things are not going to work properly unless you have the correct parts. And again, if you have 2 units, well, you're going to have to make a decision and move some parts, working parts, over to the one that you're going to keep, and the other one just keep it for spare parts. Interesting stuff. This one back here is clasped by one of these retainers. You want to snug up the screws, don't over tighten them. You don't want to start cracking things. And again, this one back here is going to be secured by the little spring clamp. So this is working well, so that is good. And I suppose I'm going to use this one. I'm going to test it on the cable, make sure that this is going to connect properly to the I don't know how the other one is going to work with this, because you can see they're quite different. This bottom portion, I don't know if this is going to work. It may. So I may have to keep this lever, because of how the cable attaches to it. So again, it's probably gonna be a last minute decision type of deal once I figure how this one works. This one looks like that. This one is quite different. Great. Okay, I'm trying to get an idea here, a general idea. So if this is to go in here and clamp in there, I don't know how this portion would be connected here. So I think this type of lever would require something like this, maybe. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. This needs a different type of retainer at the end here to hook up in here properly. This is not going to work. If I was able to use the plastic lever, like so, this one would connect from I guess they are pretty much identical, and I think this may work because this one connects, I believe. How'd this go? I believe it hooks up from up here. then the tip goes into the channel here. Yeah. Okay, so if that goes like that, this one connects here. Wow. Nothing one wants to stay in place, and of course I have a stupid camera in front of me. Okay. I'm liking this a lot better. Yeah. That is connected properly now. And then I can somehow get this lined up and clipped in there. And I can probably do that after this one is put together. Yeah. I'm going to try that first. Let's give this a try and see what happens. Okay, so there. So that is all. It's all fine. Have this little divider here. I think that works. Okay, so next then is the fun part of installing one of these clips. Hope I can get this one to work, because with all the yeah, this one is not going to work because of the height difference. Okay, so that is not going to work. I don't think it is anyway. I think I have enough material there for this clamp to secure this. The problem I'm having is just, I think it's still too thick. So this is going to be, it may kill the whole project right here. I have no idea if this is even feasible at this point. See, it is at a strange angle, so it's not really clasping up here properly. And I don't know if I can really even bend this. I doubt it. This is all spring steel, so. Gosh. Always something with these things. Always something. I'm able to modify this just a tiny bit, but I don't think that's even going to be enough to for this thing to work. Well, that is staying there a lot better, huh? And it is somewhat, yeah, connected down here. So that may not be too bad then. Maybe I'll bend it just a tad more here and maybe a little bit here, because it tends to lift, you see. We'll see if I can get it past these levers. Yeah. Okay. It seems to be a little better. Oh yeah. Even heard it click. So okay. So that is not too shabby then. Wow. That may work. And I can use the original one, so I can use the cable that I have. Okay, so now I have to this one, once everything is secured, it'll stay in place. Okay guys, so this assembly is complete and ready to be reinstalled in the Corvette. All the screws are attached and secured properly. I am very happy that this spring clamp is working just fine, and everything should be ready to go. I have the fan speed switch installed. The lens, the clean lens, now it's ready to go. That valve is in place and everything is working nicely. Same applies to the temperature control lever. I think it turned out very, very well, considering that I had to improvise and use the plastic lever as explained earlier. So I think it's going to look amazing in the car. And let me show you how it's going to look in the once it's installed in the console. So there you have it. It took a lot of work, but I think in the end it was well worth the effort, and it looks like a brand new part. So that is very cool. So I hope you found the video helpful in case you're working on repairing or replacing your HVAC panel, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Alrighty, thank you so much for watching. Take care.